Hey there, everybody. Paller here, and I'm actually going to do something a little bit different. I don't know if I've set a standard on my channel yet to consider anything different, but not what I started out to do. Basically, I feel like playing through Dark Souls. I've gotten through a good bit of the game overall many times. I've killed the was it New Lordon or New London, whatever, the big guy and the skinny dude that jump around. I've killed them. I've done the catacombs, but I've never all the way beat it. So I decided I wanted to sit down and actually play through the game from a fresh start, and finally beat the final boss. I don't know if I'm going to get every little bit in the game, but I'm going to try to get most of it. It's going to be not 100% of it, but it's going to be, an 85% completion of the game. And I figured if I'm going to do that, I might as well record it and put it up on my channel. Now I'm going to record everything, but I might not show everything in the videos. I'll probably do time lapse. There's going to be parts like where I'm farming in the forest. There, farming those humanoids to get some souls. I'll just time lapse that. I'll do it at 6 or 8 times speed. You don't have to see every little bit, but it's going to be a 100% recording. A few things going forward. Since the games for Windows Live thing has gone down, there'll be no multiplayer. I'll just be playing on my own. The other thing is, there is no adjustment for in-game volume that I've been able to find. So the game volume is going to be what the game volume is. I've tried to adjust the mic up a bit to compensate for it, but we might get some odd mic over depending on how things go. But I'm not going to go ahead and record it, turn down the volume in the video, and then do my audio over it. I'm just going to talk as I go through it. So let's go ahead, get in there, and we're going to start with a new game. I do have the resolution fix on this for the aspect ratio, and that's it, I think. Yeah, just that one mod. There was something else, that mod for mouse fix, but I didn't go ahead and use that. But basically, it's unmodded other than the fixed resolution, so forth. Let's see, what do we want to do? Of course, character name, Paller. Come on, let me type. There we go. Start, enter. Okay, go male, class. Now this I'm not entirely sure what I want to do. The easy one obviously is Pyromancer. Or I could go Sorcerer or Clerk and get some ranged attacks. Those are also very easy. This is the easiest to start off with. This is probably the easiest to beat the game with. You can get some really heavy hitting weapons at the end there. Never done a Hunter. Could do a Thief and get the Master Key extra, so that I could take the bombs and use that to kill that first boss that when I first encounter him. Now, my playstyle personally here, I don't like the big, slow weapons. They're just not my cup of tea. They're too slow to swing. I prefer things that are a bit quicker, like the Wing Spear or the, the Uchigatana. So, I don't really need to kill that guy in order to get that big mace. I'll never use it. I could go with a heavily armored knight. Or we could go Deprived and build from the get-go. Start off with all 11 stats. We'll make it a little bit more difficult to start off with. I won't have my fireball thing. Let's see, so we get intelligence of 11, attunement of 11. What does the Pyromancer get? Attunement of 12, intelligence of 10. He doesn't need intelligence, so that's right, that's... Pyromancy doesn't use that. It's just the leveling up the item. But I won't be able to get the spell until I go down into the lower part and get the Pyromancer freed. I don't know. Yeah, let's go with the Deprived. Let's make it a little more difficult. Gift. Let's see, it's going to have to be the Master Key then. Physique. He's got a big head. Alright, yeah, let's go with the big head. Face. I'm not going to do too much customization here. There, that looks fine. Hair. Receding, I actually always liked receding. It looks kind of a buzz cut job compared to a lot of the other ones where they're just, I don't know, kind of bad. Receding's fine. Color. That's fine. Alright, so we got the Master Key. We got a shield. We're gonna... Early on, this is gonna be rough. Is this what I want to do, or do I want to go with... Yeah, I kind of really want to do Pyromancer. It's been 6 or 8 months since I've played this. I'm gonna be a little rusty. Alright, be quiet here.
In the age of ancients, The world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Asylum and her daughters of chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bullets peeled apart their stone skins. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers, and man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side.
Yeah, so there we have it, the opening of it. If you've never played Dark Souls, the backstory, the story is, frankly, I don't even know the story.
Yes,
I'm not big
indeed.
on story. And
The dark
from what I
side
can
brands
tell, it's
the
not really
undead.
told throughout the game. It's all in little things. You gotta pick up on the subtleties. Some people absolutely love it.
And
For
in
me,
this
though, it's more about the
land,
gameplay. And really, it's the type of game
the
you have to
undead
play.
are corralled and
Because it is
led
about
to the
challenge,
north.
it is about difficulty, it's about overcoming. I would take it back kind of to the early
where
Mega
they are
Man games.
locked away.
Now, the Mega Man games,
to
you had to kind of
await
learn them,
the
but when you
end
finally
of the
learned
world.
them, you beat them. You know, there was a pretty good sense of accomplishment there in terms of gaming. This, while hard on a different scale, that same
This
accomplishment
is
there.
your fate.
This is more patience. At no point does the game screw you over for no apparent reason. If you mess up, it's because you or if you die or whatever, it's because you messed up. And I really like that. We could do with more games like that. And I'm really looking forward to Dark Souls 2. I'm a little concerned that its main platform is PC3 and Xbox 360, because the hardware clearly held this game back. You can see in those videos, well, I don't know if it'll come through on YouTube, but if you watch those videos on a good monitor at 1080p, it's pretty clear that the videos weren't all that great, and they did as much as they could with the hardware they had. So, all right, that guy dropped the key, and away we go. Gotta remember a little bit how to play. It's been a long time. I keep hitting that taunt button, and that's actually not what I want to be using. Did I drop something already? No. That was the message. It's a bit of a shame that the online servers have been shut down. We won't get any of the good messages, though we won't get invaded either. Last time I played, if you haven't played this, you wouldn't understand. But so basically, the way the multiplayer works, if you're online, you see these messages here on the ground. These are in-game messages from the system, the red ones. But you would also come across white ones, and those would be written by other players. So that was part of it. Players could give you tips. Some players were jerks, and they would try to tell you to do things that you really shouldn't do. But that was part of the multiplayer. There were two other phases. You could also get this item where you could summon other people from their world into yours, and they can assist you. Or with a certain item, other players could invade your realm. They would summon in your world somewhere relatively close to you, and then they'd fight you. And it was fun, but what happened was by the time I played, because I didn't play it until, I don't know, 6 months or so after the PC release, and by that time, there were people with just high-level guys, and they just invade you, and you stood no chance. So this is the guy I was talking a little bit earlier. If I didn't take the key, bombs. We'll see him later. You can throw bombs at him. If you kill him the first time around, you get his weapon. As far as I know, it's the only way to get it. But it's this massive mace that requires a ton of strength to use. And I don't tend to go that heavy on the strength in order to ever get it, so... Okay. Let's see. Equip that. Yes. Chase down this archer guy. Get my mace. Try to get behind him. There we go. Take him out. Ooh, a short bow. So pretty lucky. Pick up early. Okay. So, what we're trying to do, basically, for the beginning of this game, I'm going to, for this episode, it's mostly going to just be getting off of this starting area, and then, whoops. I didn't know it was coming. It's just been a little too long. It's going to get through this starting area and maybe start gathering some of the early items. Basically what I do is as soon as I get to the main world, I go through and I click up a bunch of the items to set myself up for later on in the beginning of the game. Again, I don't remember what a lot of the items are called, but there's basically a caster set that you can run through and get down in the Underbog. Or Underhold. I don't remember what it's called.
I'll die soon. I wish to ask... Yes, I see. Perhaps I was too hopeful.
Just hit him.
Please, leave me be. I have not long to live, and...
There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Anyway, so I run through and I get a lot of those items, and they'll set you up for the first third of the game. Some pretty good items. Some of them, like the, I believe it's the gloves, they're good until almost late game. Did I open this? Yes, I opened that up. So I got my Estus Flask now. Come on up here. So that's going to be my main focus. I'm going to try to keep these episodes down to around 30 minutes apiece. I've got a little timer set up that I'll cut it there. Try to find a good place in the middle. And split the episodes up in that area. But we'll see what happens. I impressed myself with that one. That was not what I meant to do. And down you go. Now there should be a tougher guy guy with the shield. If we get real lucky, we might get this guy's shield right now. It would really help. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, give me your shield. Give me... Ooh, he's got loot. Ah, helmet. Better than nothing, but not what I wanted. Let's see, that is here. Oh yeah, I'm pimping now. Big pimping. Yeah. Let's see here. We want to flip to that. Heal. So we're going to go back through this smoke here, and that first guy I ran through the room, he's going to be waiting for us. Now that we got some weapons, we can actually fight him. Ideally, though, like I was saying, if you kill him the first time you enter that room, when you only have that broken sword, you can get his big mace. Now what you can do is, one of the items you can bring in are these 10 really heavy-hitting grenades. And like 3 of those grenades will take him out, but we took the key instead of those grenades. There he is. Come on, big boy. Roll away. Need to get a little bit of stamina. So explain what I'm doing here. Basically, in the upper, you get my health bar, and then the other one is your stamina bar. And all your major things take some type of stamina. Your weak attacks take a little bit of stamina, your heavier attacks take more stamina. A roll takes even more stamina, a block takes stamina. Depending on how strong you are, and depending on your shield, I can block his attacks outright. Right now, I don't have the gear to do that. But I could. Blocking does help only if I'm just straight up taking it. He's going to come back again. Let's see if we can take him out. No. One more hit. Running takes stamina. And it regens pretty quick once you stop doing anything. But while you are currently attacking or blocking or whatever, it has a very slow regen. So there we go. We killed that first guy. He's pretty straightforward and easy. He dropped a bunch of souls, so there we go. We had 2,000 souls. We also got a humanity. Alright, now we're going to head out this end of the room. And this is actually like the tutorial of the game, which is pretty crazy considering there's been, what, about 8 of these little orange things, and that is all the tutorial you get. I'll be honest with you, the first time I played through it, I went through and while I was playing it, I watched a YouTube series, kind of like I'm doing with this, just because I made it through this opening area and I made it to the this world we're coming to up here, but then I had no idea where I was going. I ended up wandering off into this graveyard, and I got my butt kicked because the graveyard's really tough, and it's designed for almost 2/3 of the way through the game or so, and I was there at level like 5. So I like how... We'll watch the video.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
Alright, so here we are now at the main hub of the game, the Firelink Shrine. Basically, what I understand from the story, you're dead and you're in that prison for dead. You managed to break out thanks to that knight that we ended up killing to give us the thing. You dropped that body in with the key. Allows you to break out of your cell and you fight your way through. until that crow comes and takes you away back to the land of... I don't think these guys are living so much, but the land that's some other land in the world. Old Lordran. So New Lordran is where we'll go later on. That was the city I was trying to think of earlier. And so you're kind of like this chosen one that's supposed to fight your way through and try to restore balance or something. So here we go right now. I'm just running around collecting up some of the souls. Did I get the one down there? I don't remember. Talking and not paying attention to what I'm doing. Come on, through there. Run it. Here? No. There's a jump, but I gotta remember what it is. There it is. There it is. So, right now what I'm gonna do, I want to go into the graveyard. I want to collect up the wing spear, some of the other items. Then I'm going to go down. I'm going to get the boosting thing for the Estus Flask. Then I'm going to head all the way down to, I can't remember if it's Underbog or whatever, and collect up that. Before I do that, though, I'm going to use up all my souls, because I'm likely going to die 2 or 3 times doing this. So, we'll start off with just Vitality until I remember what to do. Vitality. The big ones are Strength, Endurance, and Dexterity. That I do. Now, I tend to use more Dexterity-based weapons, so I'm going to do that. I'm also going to do Endurance, so we have 3 levels. We will do quite a bit in the Strength early on, because there's going to be a Drake Tail sword I use. Makes the beginning of the game almost cheesy, but hey, the game's tough. I'm going to take any advantage I can get. So there we go. We're down to 18 souls. So now if I die, it's not a big deal. Okay. Let's run up here. We're going to hop down into the back of the graveyard. Try to get some items. First thing, there's a talisman, if I remember. Do. Cracked red eye orb. Now, I believe if I remember the cracked red eye orb, that'll send, if somebody invades, that'll send them back to their realm. So there's the talisman. The talismans are used for casting magical spells. There's different ones. Or is that what they are? Maybe that's not what the talisman is. I don't remember. It has been so long. Can we use the Morning Star here? Compare. Has less physical? Really? That doesn't seem right. 83. 87 plus 8. Auxiliary effects. It does something. It has 300 for whatever that effect is. I don't know. Durability 180, but I can use it. Let's go ahead and use it. It should be better. The other item I got out of this one was Homeward Bones. Those are basically Hearthstones, one-time use items that will hearth me back to my last used Fire Shrine. The Talisman. Okay. Now is where it gets fun. So you can see those bones and that shield and stuff laying down there. Those are going to summon big skeletons. Actually, that summons little skeletons, and then there's a bigger one further down. But I do not want to fight them at all. So we're going to do a suicide run. Loot. Run. Run. Come on. Come on. No. Run down here. Whoa. Oh, no. Oh, I'm done. I went too far. I didn't want to get the binoculars. So, there's the first death. We're off to a great start. As I said, it's been a little while. I went too far. I was going for the wing spear and ended up running down into the lower part. Let's see, so that's this way now. Here's another way down into the graveyard. And this is the first way I went originally when I came into the game with no idea where I was going. I went down in there and was trying to not just run by them, but was trying to fight and kill them. It didn't go over very well. In fact, it went absolutely terrible. Now I'm not going to fight. So we're going for the wing spear. Where's that at? This way. There it is. Run away! Run! Oh crap. I ran into the wrong way. This way. If we can make it back to the shrine and pray, everything will reset. So every time you pray at one of those shrines, there's going to be a bunch of them throughout the game, it resets all the mobs in the world, which is good and bad. Any of them chasing you or whatever, they'll go back to where they were, but it also means any of them that you've killed are now alive again, outside of the bosses and stuff. There are ones that are dead forever once you kill them. All the ones that we just killed, no, they're all back. Well, we didn't kill any. If we'd killed those, they would all be back, but it's okay. Because we got no souls, we have nothing to lose. I want to get that item down there. And I believe there's one more I missed. Here, and coming this way. I thought there was one down here. Yeah, there it is. Shield. Thought I missed something. Oh, no, no! We don't want to fight, we don't want to fight, we want to run. Oh. Oh. Alright, well that's fine. We're done down in the graveyard now. Okay, so equip that shield. First things first. Shield. The round shield. Let's see. Yes, damage reduction 85, 85. I don't see the prerequisites. We got everything met. There we go. We have a new shield. It's not very big. So these small shields, the shield's actually based on their size, and this is, I gotta give them credit for where they design the game and everything from this standpoint, based on item parameters, like the different sizes of the shield and stuff, is how they work in terms of what they can accomplish. I'm going to put Homeward Bones here. So, we have the stuff out of the graveyard now that we want. Can I equip the Wing Spear? I need 13 Strength, 15 Dexterity. Alright, we'll be able to get that by the time we're done running all this fun stuff. So, I'm gonna come down. Actually, how far are we into it right now? We are about 28 minutes in. So I'm gonna cut here. We'll be right back. We'll pick up right from this point. We'll head down into the lower part of the level. So, be right back.